Top 10 roads you never want to drive on. Patiopulo Perdikaki Road, Greece. The turns are deadly, there are no guardrails, no lines to determine where the edge of the road is, and the dirt road can be extremely treacherous when it rains. Perdikaki Patiopulo is a mountain length of 28.80 kilometers. Located in the northeastern part of Aetolia Akarnania, Greece. I do not recommend you to attempt this road if you are visiting the country. It's not a fun drive, to say the least. The elevation gain is 824 meters with some sections up to 21.8%. Here's a tip, don't glance down at your phone on this motorway. It is meandering, hard to predict, and you may just end up at the bottom of a mountainside. Passage du Gois, France. Connecting the Gulf of Bern with the island of Normoutier, Passage du Gois not offers us some beautiful views but is extremely dangerous too. The 2.58-mile road that has been in use since the 16th century disappears under the Atlantic Ocean's water twice a day, every day. During high tide, when the sea level rises, the stone-paved road is submerged to as deep as 13 feet, so drivers must beware for the upcoming wave, which can be measured by special side panels on this half-land, half-waterway. If accidents do happen, and people are left stranded on the disappearing road, tall emergency towers are there for people to climb and wait to be rescued. The road extremely slippery at places. Luxor al-Hurghada Road. The road that links the ancient city of Luxor in southern Egypt. It's extremely dangerous with many head-on collisions and fatal accidents due to drivers not turning on their headlights. Taroko Gorge Road, Taiwan. The Taroko Gorge Road in Taiwan is another mountain route made by carving out rocks, similar to the Goliang Tunnel Road. Despite its name, the Central Cross Island Highway is a narrow and winding mountain road, and only a bus can barely pass by at a time. But the highway itself is truly an engineering masterpiece, as it cuts through the mountains and joins the east and west coast. It's full of blind curves, sharp turns, and narrow paths leading through cliffs and mountains. The road passes through the Taroko National Park alongside the Taroko Gorge and is an appeal to the tourist. The roads through the gorge are extremely narrow with numerous bends. In addition, there are pedestrians, scooters, cars. This narrow mountain road offers spectacular views for brave drivers. This road tests the skill and courage of any driver. The Skipper's Canyon Road, located in the southwest of New Zealand's South Island, is today one of New Zealand's better-known scenic roads and unbelievably scary as it's totally narrow and different to maneuver your car. This gravel road, with a length of 16.5 miles, carved by hand by miners over 140 years ago, is made from a very narrow cut in the middle of a sheer cliff face. It's a road so dangerous that your rental car insurance won't be honored if you drive on it. The Skipper's Road was considered a major engineering feat in its day. The miners who built the road in the late 1800s didn't think much about luxury, though it's unpaved and very narrow. The road is so narrow that if two vehicles have to pass each other, one vehicle might have to reverse for anything up to 3 kilometers of winding narrow road to get to a place wide enough to pass. Skipper's Road is mostly one way if you are traveling in this particular place so scary. Calamba Highway, the Philippines. It's the highway up north. It's the highway up north that starts from Baguio's city limit to the municipality of Bontoc. In its highest point, it reaches up to 7,400 feet above sea level, and it is considered the highway with the highest altitude in the Philippines. Driving through Calamba, you will pass by 8 municipalities in Benguet, 4 towns in Mountain Province, and once it reaches Dante in Bontoc, it splits to downtown Bontoc or straight towards Sagada. If you're on a northern adventure, chances are you'll be driving through this highway, otherwise known as Baguio Bontoc Road or the Mountain Trail. In fact, passing through this highway is the only way to get to a popular tourist spot, Sagada. Driving through this road is scenic, with drop-off points that are so high in altitude, it's even higher than the peak of Mount Banahaw. Tianmen Mountain Road, China, located within the Tianmen Mountain National Park, in northwestern Hunan Province, China. The Tianmen-Shan Big Gate Road, also called the Tianmen Winding Mountain Road, is 11 kilometers (6.8 miles) long from the bottom to the top. The highest point of the road is at 1.300 meters above sea level, and the lowest point is 200 meters. The construction of the road took 8 years, finishing in 2006. To get there, you need to drive up Tongtian Avenue, Avenue Toward Heaven, which has 99 turns, symbolizing that heaven has 9 palaces. That's a lot of curves to tackle, with only a few feet separating you from a deadly plunge down the slope. There are also 999 stairs, called Tianan Stairs, also known as Tiantai, or the celestial, heaven-reaching ladder, to climb before you reach the peak, where Heaven's Gate, a natural rock arch that was believed to be the link between the gods and the mortal world, awaits. Old Zig Zag Road, Philippines. The Zig Zag Road acts as a gateway between northern Quezon and the south. It is one of the most dangerous ways in the Philippines. Most of the drivers even fear traveling by this path. It can be an adventure for some, but it does carry elements of risk. Thanks to cheap flights available these days. Which is a beautiful island nation. However, it is crucial to be aware of the dangerous roads in the country before traveling and making a plan. The locals here call this road Bitukang Manok. The reason behind this name is compelling, as locals believe that this road has a similar structure to chicken's intestine. The name itself indicates how dangerous the path is, assuming someone understands Filipino. The road construction was conducted in an era of former President Ferdinand Marcos in 1969. The Zig Zag Road is the well-known path within Quezon National Park. Make sure that your car engine is in good condition before driving this road. Your car needs to climb up the mountain for crossing the street. You will come across a marvelous view on your way up. After traveling for a few minutes, you will find yourself at a high altitude. You will be going through a lush green environment throughout your trip. Zojila, India. Zojila, a high mountain pass at an elevation of 3.528 meters (11,575 feet) above the sea level, located in the Kargil district of Ladakh, in India. This strip of rock is not the place for a Sunday drive. It's said to be one of the most treacherous passes in the world. The road to the summit is unpaved. It's called National Highway 1 (NH1). It's a spectacular mountain road pass, with stunning views and heart-stopping moments. Located within the Himalayas mountain range, the long and winding road offers a hell of an experience that challenges you and puts your riding skills to test. Zojila Pass, India. The pass, also known as Zojila or Zojila, sits on the way from Baltal and Matayan. The winding road is 25.8 kilometers long. It's so narrow that a car can fit through and heavy vehicles find difficult to maneuver due to incline and narrow road width. The drive is a bit nerve-wracking. Not an easy drive. And Srinagar and provides an important link between Ladakh and Kashmir. As always, check road conditions before departing. In any case, driving four-wheel drive is recommended due to the uneven surface. The Zojila Pass is frequently named as the entrance to Ladakh in Jammu and Kashmir. The pass is situated in the principal Himalayan mountain range on the Srinagar-Leh Highway or National Highway 1D. The Zojila Pass is considered as one of the riskiest passes in this area. During and after a storm, the road may be impassable, even with a four-wheel drive vehicle, and can easily get muddy if it rains, making it challenging to get through. The zone experiences high winds and heavy snowfall, which render it impassable for much of the winter. Even when the sun is shining, the roads are narrow, the drops are steep and there's no barrier between you and the abyss. Karakoram Pakistan to China Highway. The Karakoram Highway, with a total length of 1,300 kilometers, connects the Pakistani provinces of Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Gilgit-Baltistan with China's western Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. On the Chinese side, it becomes the China National Highway 314. It is the main artery between China and Pakistan since it is the only overland link between the two countries. The highway passes through the Karakoram mountain range at an elevation of 4,714 meters, making it a popular tourist attraction. It was built by the governments of Pakistan and China in 1959 and opened in 1979. Landslides, earthquakes and floods common in the region, frequently damaging parts of the highway. Reconstruction and upgrade of the Karakoram Highway is underway under the framework of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC) and is said to be essential in the economic success of the Gwadar port. The altitude of these highways is very high. If you find this video useful, please don't hesitate to share, like and subscribe. Until next time in our research and dazzling ideas.